really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I gotta go
But
away.
baby, it's cold outside.
Hey YouTube, Johnny Rabo here. What I'm going to attempt today is to seal some shoes I have. I have multiple pairs of shoes and boots and I'm going to be sealing. And what I'm doing is I'm going to be snow sealing them. I'm using this SNO SEAL. It's an all-season leather protection. And it's great. It actually is a beeswax compound. And it works really good. It waterproofs your leather and other shoes. It dries scent-free. That's a plus. But it's SNO SEAL. Pretty readily available product. You can get most any places. But where I got this is Duluth Trading. I do some business with them. I love their products. Great beefy clothes and shoes. And these are a pair of Duluth Wild Boar Mocs. And they are full leather uppers. They are not waterproof. They don't have Gore-Tex. So what I'm doing is putting a light seal on them to last through the winter months here, walking around in the snow. They have a great slip-resistant sole to them. You can go to the Duluth website, and I'll put a link here so you can see them. But Wild Boar Mocs, they're great, comfortable shoes. And they are from Duluth Trading. And anyways, I like to lounge in these on weekends or whatnot. Good shoes. They did come a little lighter than I expected. This is a treated shoe. I just treated this one. This is untreated. So you'll see adding this SNO SEAL, it will darken it up a bit. So if you're worried about color, you might want to consider that ahead of time. This is kind of a clear beeswax looking compound, and you know, I apply it simply with just an old t-shirt or gun rag I have laying around. You can also use your fingers. And what you want to do is go ahead and heat your boots up first. You could do that in the oven. What I did is I sat them out in front of the fireplace for a while and heated them up pretty good. You can also use a blow dryer to help in that. And when you're done applying the seal over the shoe, you want to go ahead and let them dry for a while, but you can help in that drying and help that beeswax absorb into the shoe or boot by using the hair dryer on it and heating it up a little bit. And as you heat it up, if you could see on this shoe here, I just applied the wax, the seal, and heated it up, and you can see that it melted and absorbed into that leather. Now I may go ahead and do a second coat. I'm going to see what it looks like after about 15-20 minutes. I'll polish it up a little bit with a brush, and we'll see. I may do another coat, I may not. But I really like how the treated boot or treated shoe, this one, is a little darker, a little richer in color than the original one here. When I bought these, actually the picture on Duluth's website shows them a little darker, so I thought I was getting this dark brown color. In fact, it was a lighter brown. But anyhow, so I mean that's it. I'm going to show you how to apply it. It's very simple. You buy the product and you just get some type of rag or towel or whatever you want, and you know this. I'm actually a pretty conservative guy, and this is the only thing I do liberally is apply this SNO SEAL. So I have previously heated these up, but what I'll do for the sake of this video, and I need a little pick me up here for heat, is I'll heat these up for another second or two, and I'll go ahead and apply this. Okay, these are fairly new. I've only had these Mocs for a couple months and worn them quite a bit. So they're not totally worn. The soles are still great. I've got a few nicks and stuff here, but this SNO SEAL will really go ahead and help with that. So let me turn them this way, actually. And I've got my SNO SEAL, and what you simply do is just start applying it. And again, apply it very liberally but evenly, and you want to go ahead and coat the whole shoe and get it, rub it in there. I like rubbing in circles. You can do various different ways, but you'll see that it's starting to slowly absorb. And you want to go ahead and get everything. You want to get down in here into the seams, and you see these have glued seams here, but you want to get all that and just get down in there. Don't worry about the excess wax on here. You can either wipe it off, or alternatively, when you heat it up again, which you'll want to do after you're done with this, you want to go ahead and put the blow dryer to it again, or a heat gun, or throw them back in the oven. And heat them up a little bit, and what that'll do is it'll absorb all that wax, kind of melt it down into the shoe, into the leather rather, and all the excess that you'll see in these seams will melt into the leather, and or you can easily buff those out when you take a brush to it. What I do is I'll put a little bit down in here into this little stretchy area that has this nylon. I'll put a little bit down in there just to coat that, and it's fine. This will coat more than leather, so really whatever you want to put it on is fine. I mean, it does say don't apply this to suede or split leather, and it says it will darken it. So you can. It's going to darken it. And if that's okay with you, and you're not really worried about the looks, and if it's not a fancy dress shoe, but a good pair of work boots or shoes, then at least you'll know they'll be waterproofed. And this stuff works really great. I've used it in the past, haven't used it in years. I just forgot about it. And I actually have another pair of Danner boots, Acadia boots, which are already Gore-Texed, which I'm going to do right after this. And it'll just really help the waterproofing of those boots. And it also helps to condition the leather and make it more supple. And it really does a good job with that. So again, you just want to apply this very liberally throughout the shoe. Make sure you get it down into the seams a little bit all the way around. And depending if it's even after you get done drying it, if it looks even or if it doesn't look even, it's not a problem. Just go ahead and apply a second coat. You can put multiple coats on, and it won't hurt the shoe at all. It'll actually enhance it and make that waterproofing that much better. I really like to get the front here, get down in those seams. And again, I'm going to heat this up, and it will soak into this leather. Just soak it in. Just like when you wash your face or your body and you put hot water on to open your pores, it kind of does the same effect with this leather. The heat opens the pores. You apply this product, and once you heat it up again, it just soaks it in. It's just really nice. Alright, I'm going to do one more coat on this side here. And then we'll go ahead and let it sit for a minute. And then I like to take the blow dryer to it. Really soak in that beeswax. Alright. And voila! There you go. You can see it's a little bit shinier than this one. This one's been settling for a while. Let me go ahead and take the blow dryer to it again. And you'll see as I do this that this wax will actually just heat up and just melt right into the pores. I'm sure you can see there the shiny effect where I over applied into the seams, and what that's doing is that wax is just melting down in there and blending perfectly down into that leather. So I'm going to go ahead and heat it up for another minute or two and we'll see how it does. You'll see now they're both treated. This one looks a little lighter. I may end up doing a second coat. I kind of did 1.5 coats on this one. But once you heat it up and given it ample time for that wax to soak in, you can just take a brush to it and just brush it down lightly, just like if you were polishing your shoes normally. And just brush it out. This is a wax. It's a beeswax. It's a waterproofer, a water sealer. But also, it is a wax, so when you buff it out, it will give a nice luster and shine to your shoe. Let me go ahead and just buff this one out a little bit and we'll see how it turns out. Alright, so I buffed out this shoe, the left shoe, a little bit. And, you know, it's not a military drill buff or shoe shine. But it did polish it up slightly. It looks a little bit shinier than the dull one. The great thing about this Snow Seal, though, is you can add polish to it after the application of the Snow Seal. So once it's cured, I would give it maybe a day or two. But after that, you can go ahead and add whatever brown shoe polish to this or clear that you use to enhance the polish or the shine of the shoe, and not worry about affecting any of the sealing process of the Snow Seal. That's the great thing about this product. It is all natural. It's a beeswax, and it's been around for a long time. It's a great product. I highly recommend it to anybody. Okay, now that these shoes are done to my liking, what I want to do is water test them. As you can see, they did come out in a nice dark brown, rich color. I took a light brush to them a little bit. I didn't totally polish them, but I brushed them up and they did come out beautiful. I really love this darker color than the lighter color the Wild Boar Mocs came with. But let's do the ultimate test and waterproof them, or water test them. And I've got the water on. Now let's take this boot and see how it repels. And it looks like it's doing a fine job. Fine job. It beads up nicely and just repels that water right off. So that is my Duluth Wild Boar Mocs with Snow Seal applied, and I think they came out really good. Thanks for watching. I hope you can use this Snow Seal on your boots. It's definitely a great product. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.